tonight. We gotta play Discharge tomorrow. Then we're like gonna hang out in LA for about a week, and then we're gonna go to Las Vegas, then Tucson and Phoenix, then New Mexico, then Texas, and then on from there. East Coast and shit.
Europe? You're going to Europe too?
Yeah, we're going to Europe. We're doing like a 2-month North American tour.
And
we're going to like 4 or 5 cities in Eastern Canada too. London, Quebec, Ontario, a couple other cities I can't remember.
So you have any derogatory comments to say about Tales of Terror?
Tales of Terror?
Yeah. Say, their interview with you.
You got a 90-minute tape? I don't know, man. You say a lot of stuff about Tales of Terror. Yeah. I think it's pretty much obvious, though.
Let me see. Well, what are your guys' goals as a band? I mean, at least see if you can sum up any.
Our goals as a band?
Yeah.
That's a pretty general question. I guess, I don't know, I'll just try and interpret that.
Intermediate goals. And then long-range goals.
Well, right now we're like fulfilling so many goals. You know, it's like all our goals are being fulfilled because we're going on another U.S. tour. We got an album coming out in 2 weeks called Dehumanization.
What is that's on Craft?
That's on Corpus Christi.
Corpus Christi.
Craft subsidiary. It's the same thing, really. And we're going to Europe. You know, I mean that's like more than we ever dreamed would happen. You know, even the album seemed pretty far off. You know, at one time. So really, you know, we just want to follow through on what we've got. You know, we're just kind of cruising. We've got all this stuff to do. We're really active as a band, and it's really good. Can't believe we're going to Europe. We're going with we're gonna play a lot of the dates with DOA in Europe, so that should be really good. Should be a lot of crowds there and stuff.
They'll bring in. They're getting more receptive towards American bands.
Well, like American bands are what's in now. In America, you know, people are kind of getting out of this, you know, idolizing English bands thing. You know, for the most part, that's just like a fad. And American, you know, there's a lot of good American bands, and you know, American bands. It seems like American records are cool now again. Like before, they're like uncool or something. And I think they're, you know, it's like the grass is always greener. You know, like in Europe, I think they're all interested in what we got over here and stuff.
But like a lot of people accuse you guys are like first ripping off the Germs and then ripping off Discharge and then Kraus. I mean, you have anything to say about that?
Well, I've been in the band 6 months, so I mean that's pretty vague stuff. I mean, you could you know level a lot of accusations at any band. I just don't think I don't know. That's pretty silly stuff.
Yeah. Well, you guys just seem easier to pick on.
Well, what do you think? Do you think we do or?
No, not really.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I mean, the
thing is, I can see like Discharge because we play kind of like fast heavy metal like they do too, but it's really because we have this similar influences.
Yeah.
Because, you know, we talked to them and met them and stuff, and they like are into like old Black Sabbath, and that's the kind of stuff we used to be into when we were, you know, 14 years old, and it kind of just, you know, carried over because, you know, we all like music that's really heavy. Yeah. You know, so we do like some, you know, some kind of heavy metal stuff. We like all kinds of music, but as far as what we like to play. That's like what we like to do, which is fast heavy metal, which is pretty much how you could describe Discharge too.
Yeah.
As far as Crass, we don't sound anything like them, and
besides the ideas being similar.
Well, the ideas I think are ideas that are, you know, that are being that need to be addressed. You know, I think we're, you know, coming from an American perspective. I don't think we're copying them. And, you know, I don't idolize them or anything. You know.
Like personally. And on the first EP and that, when I heard it, like there was vague similarities to like
Germs.
At least in the same.
But that's the first EP. There's like There's been like three different incarnations of the band. There's really been 3 different Crucifixes.
But in the interviews, then they said, that was, you know, we're influenced by the Germs.
Yeah, well, Sophia was really like, you know, influenced by Darby, which is cool. You know, that's. He was just starting out, and that's the way a lot of people start out, you know, by emulating their influences. But now I think he's got his own style.
By Sid, and
I think he's got his own style, man.
Yeah, he does.
Now, you know, he doesn't like. I don't think try to be like Darby or look like Darby or anything, you know.
It's not copying anybody else's ideas. So, let me see. Okay, this is might sound like a silly question, but more or less we use this question to, you could say, define bands' personalities, because everybody has a different answer. Okay, what do you think of cows?
What do I think of cows?
Yeah.
I like cows, you know? And cows were alright with me. I think you could definitely say the cows are okay by Crucifix.
Okay.
Cows are okay.
It's like we've got so many different interpretations.
Well, what do you guys think of Sacramento?
Sacramento?
You've been here so many
Growing,
times.
The earlier scene is really small.
Yeah, it's getting pretty big. I'm sure if it wasn't raining tonight, there'd be a lot of people here. I guess a lot of people don't like to come out in the rain. It's kind of far to come anyhow.
Yeah.
But yes, more people are showing up. It's worth it to come up here.
Okay. Well, any closing comments?
Any closing comments?
Yeah. Probably didn't hit a hell of a lot. Any questions I should have asked you that I didn't?
I don't know. Just think if there's anything else you want to ask. It's only taking a couple minutes. I got a few more minutes. If there's anything you want to ask. I just like to say that we got an album coming out, and hope everyone will go out and buy one at least. So we can get out of debt. Like buy some guitar strings.
There's like the obvious questions I could ask you, but I don't want to ask the obvious questions.
Well, whatever you think needs to be. If there's anything else you think you missed.
Not really.
That's cool. Shit. You guys drink at all anymore?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone drinks some, I guess.
Sorry, last one said you guys played. It's like way fucked.
Oh, but yeah, that was sometimes a
The
little more
second
than
piece
others,
is-
right? That was no, that was an off night.
Or Black Flag.
That was really the last time we played up here. We were really terrible too.
Mm.
We all kind of were a little more loaded than we should have been to be playing. Kind of the Tales of Terror style of doing things.
Yeah.
They were even more loaded that night. But hopefully we'll do better tonight.
Somehow they can get loaded and come off sounding halfway decent.
Yeah, if they're not really, really too loaded, sometimes they just go overboard.
Yeah.
Those guys,
Well, they practice with. They practice.
they drink so much and they
Yeah.
practice a lot, so they're to the point, I think, where they can be reasonably fucked up and still sound okay, but then they get blitzed. It's not
Yeah.
enough. It's not always enough to get reasonably fucked up. Sometimes you have to get blitzed. And
Well,
you can't get blitzed and play at the same time.
That practice isn't that they have to at least have
Some schmack.
a 12 pack, otherwise they can't.
They're alcoholics,
practice.
man. Face it.
It's pretty funny. It's sad, but it's funny. That's a joke.
I don't know. It's just it's their life.
Yeah. Any closing
They're cool
comments?
with me. Any closing comments?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
I guess that about sums it up.
All right. That sounds good.
Well, thanks a lot.
All right. Okay. So, why don't you give me a brief history of Cheetah crawling motherfuckers?
Okay. We started in 78, and by now we are the oldest hardcore band in Italy. I mean, the oldest because we got the same lineup on which we started. The first gig we had was in something like a squat, in which people settled down against the law, and they called us to play. Anyway, they called us fascists or something like that, because back in 78, having a leather jacket to them seemed to be fascist,
Yeah.
That we have had the people was a matter of fashion, for them, and they wanted to play. Because punk was a new thing, so they wanted you to play. Anyway, we've never been friendly, not at all. But this is an explanation why we played in the first 2 years. We played a lot of more than by now. In 80 we released 45, an EP 45, which is called 400 Fascists, and it's got 4 songs.
What's it called?
400 Fascists. 400 Fascists.
Okay.
Right? And it's been the first Italian single auto-produced. We recorded it in a garage while practicing, and printed it in about 800 copies. And by now it's almost sold out, but we still got 100 copies. and we weren't satisfied of that work because we didn't have control on the final product. We choose the cover, and they put another cover on it.
Yeah.
That's why we took the shit out of them. We didn't pay. We paid about half the price they wanted. The only way was something about $300 for about 800 copies. Then 1 year and a half later on, we recorded a demo tape, a 45 demo tape, which is called "We Are the Juvenile Delinquency," and it's got the A side is recorded in studio while practicing, though anyway at a better quality according to the first EP, and the B side is a show that we had a skinhead meeting. They called us to play there, and we played. And then the last thing that we recorded, I mean not the last one, the next work that we recorded was a tape called Permanent Scare, shared between Cheetah and the Motherfuckers and I Refuse It, which is another hardcore band from Florence. And it's a C90, and it's the longest thing never recorded in Italy of hardcore. I mean,
Yeah.
it's got about 33 tracks never released before, and it's sold.
Taste.
So this tape is sold something which is about $2 and a half, which is a very low price back in Italy. And just before, I mean, this okay, I keep on with the releases, then I'll tell you the story. The next step that we made was and is still, I mean, we are still working on it. We finished yesterday. Is the release of a C90, of a C60 cassette, and it's called Last White Christmas, and it's 12 Italian hardcore bands recorded live, and which with an excellent sound recording. And it's called Last White Christmas because it's a show that we organized in Italy. It was on the 4th of this December, and I said we. Why we? I mean, we doesn't mean Cheetah motherfuckers. We means GDAC, which stands for Gran Ducato Hardcore. Gran Ducato is the name of that my region, Toscana, was called in the past, when all the country, all Italy was divided in several nations, you know. And we choose that because the people who are working in GDAC organization, we can call it this way, are all people from this part of Italy. The GDAC is something like a...
To be a BYL or
No,
no?
it's something like a something like a crew of friends,
Yeah.
a crew of the punks in central Italy, which means that we ain't got no organization, but we are still in touch with us, amongst us.
You do things together.
Yeah, and we
organize
try
gigs
to,
and stuff.
sure, we organize gigs, we auto-produce records, we auto-produce tapes, and we are just in the beginning, but we're trying to look for a place where people can play, where people can practice, and where people can record, because we are supposed to buy an equipment or something like that. And by now GDAC has nothing as it, I mean, at this level, you know, over Italy. And those 11 bands we got 11 bands which belongs to the GDAC area, and then another band from North Italy called Raw Power, which is gonna tour the States next August, which belongs to the upper area of Italy, I mean, to the north.
So, let me see. First, what do you do in the band?
I play the bass.
Okay.
The lineup is Antonio bass guitar, Sid mix drum, which is written SYDMIGRMGXRAM, which sings. Then we got Dome, DOME, which plays the guitar, and then we got Ale, ALE, which plays the drums.
Okay, now I got that. So there's no Cheetah Quran. That's just the name of the band.
Yeah.
How'd you get the name of the band? Just think it up and. I mean, that's trivial. I was just wondering to myself.
Oh yeah, the name of Cheetah Chrome was
I know he's a dead. He was
no,
the dead
no,
voice, but I
no matter about that. No matter about that. We just discovered about 2 years later that he was the guitarist of the Dead Boys. We chose that name because Cheetah Chrome was an hero of a very cool comic strip. He killed all his enemies, and he was very violent, and cool cat. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
And he had a mocha, something like that. So we chose that name, and then I had it. And the motherfuckers, because I want to shock people, I want to make people interested in what we play. And to them, we are motherfuckers,
Yeah. Like even here, people, if you had a band named Motherfuckers, people would go, what the fuck? I ain't like the fuck up.
People just go, huh?
Yeah. Mom and dads go, ooh. But, so,
I forgot one important thing, is that the Last White Christmas release is the result of a collaboration between America and Italy, because it's gonna be released on Bad Compilation tapes too, because those guys, Chris and Dave of San Diego, Bad Compilation tapes, are very interested in promoting the Italian hardcore, because they feel that the Italian scene by now is one of the best, I mean on the most upper levels of the world. And in America will be available, right? In the next month. I mean, on January the 15th, it's gonna be, and it's gonna have a low price, because we insisted for the lowest price we can have, because for us the self-productions is the key word for the future. We don't want no one at all rip us off, So that's why all the tapes at the records in Italy are self-distributed and self-produced by the bands.
so nobody will get ripped off. Yeah, that's America. Big bands get ripped off all the time. Probably in Italy, we might have, bigger pop bands and everything.
We don't
They
have
get
big
ripped
bands
off.
because we are basically a monster against big bands. My band is the oldest.
Yeah.
Everyone knows
Well,
that.
I mean, like, in the regular, among the,
Pop.
the non-punk citizens, you could say, among the average Joe.
Yeah, but who cares about that?
Yeah. I'm just
We
saying.
just care about fucking hardcore. So we don't. I mean, new wave sucks. That has been proved. It's just good for dancing. That's all. It's just a matter of fashion. Hardcore is the only way. I mean, to me, I can't see any way out. I'm not playing because I ain't got nothing better to do. I'm playing because it's something that I gotta do, like breathing or eating. You gotta be against them. And the only thing you get, and the best way in Italy by now that you have to be against them, is to play hardcore, and to wear leather jackets, and to have a mocha or spiky hairs.
So
They are sick of you. That's the way to attack them.
So the politics are more intense
Mm.
in Italy,
Yeah,
as opposed to America. I mean,
sure, yeah, because it's a matter of culture. Politics in Italy is we're not a political band. I mean, though, taking a look at our lyrics, you would bet that we are involved in politics, because we got songs like Nation on Fire, It's Time to Kill the Priests and the Liars, and that's politics. And then we got a song which is called "We Are the Juvenile Delinquency," which says, and you think that we're gonna lie, or we're gonna lick your boots? No, we're gonna rise above and set off your rotten society. Because we are the juvenile delinquency, we are supposed to kill any authority. And that's must, I mean, could seem politics, but to me, being involved in politics means to have something like a logo, right, of your band, which says, I'm a left-winged, I'm right-winged, I'm an anarchist, I'm an atheist, but we ain't got nothing to share with those kind of people. We say we're gonna kill the priests and the liars because it's not politics, it's an eating, you know, because we are fed up of the way the stuff goes. But I mean, a band involved in politics is something like Dix, which says we are communists and we are proud of being communists, or the Crest, which says we are an anarchist band and we don't believe in any other kind of politics. But we never call ourselves with a name, you know.
Yeah.
The only name that can fit to us is our chorus. Punks in Italy means another thing. Hardcore people is better because hardcore means more speed, means open-minded, while punk in my country to me means more English style, fashion,
Yeah.
you know, a sniffing glue, brand new boots, creepers. That's all punk means to me. But if you want to be hardcore, to me, you don't have to have boots or whatever you want. If you are hardcore, it's an attitude. Punk is not an attitude. Punk can be a fashion, but not hardcore. Because hardcore is an attitude. Because when you jump off of stage, if you really don't feel it, you can't do it. Because you could get killed on doing it, right? So if you do it, it's just because for you it's a normal thing to do, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. Okay, this is one basic question. Might seem ridiculous, but
Oh no.
I ask this question to every band or everything, because it more or less takes, you know, like every band has a personality, you know, or you know, they're all different. So this like sort of singles each one of them, sticks them in their own little, you could say, categories. Different people give different answers. You'll see what. What do you think of cows?
Cows?
Yeah, cows.
You mean
Like moo.
what do you mean? What do you think
What
about
do you think of them? I mean,
Do you like him? Don't you?
what do you feel about them?
You mean the animals?
Yeah. Do you have anything to say about them? Do you like them or dislike them, or hate them, or want to eat them, or?
I don't like the way. I don't like the way to be. Cause they eat all the time. They're on slow. They are a symbol of quietness. I prefer animals like the cat, for example, which seems to be quiet, but you just have to dare to punch it to see what's gonna happen.
Okay, now I got that one question out of the way.
The question's so stupid.
Ma che cosa ne penso delle mucche?
Perché? Vedi che sei risposto.
Che non mi piace. Go ahead.
Okay.
You scary.
You skateboard. We just got skates. No.
You wanna know what the well-known bands, Italian bands are?
Okay. What are the well-known Italian bands?
I Refuse It, and Raw Power, Fallout. Then we had Indigested, but they've split. We had Crashbox, which was a good band, but they've split. We got The Wretched from Milano. Then we got 11 bands in the GDAC area, and those are the War Dogs, which one of the best bands never existed all over the world. Really, I'm no kidding. Cause you know they got you like the first Black Flag. I mean, the
Yeah.
period of Scream,
Mm-hmm.
of those kind of songs, slow and how can I say, so full of tension. You know, they got a sound like that. They're so great. Then we got, in my town, we got the Useless Boys, which play, which are a garage punk band and play psychedelic punk of the 60s. I mean, something like Chocolate Watch Band,
Yeah.
Nas, yeah.
The Thugs and all that.
Yeah. Then we got Juggernaut from Florence. And then we got Putrid Fever, which are a thrash band. Really good one. Then we got Brontosauri. Brontosauri. Then we got Ausschlag. We got a lot of bands, a lot of good very
Girl Punks or whatever that.
Pedro Punks, yeah, sure. Pedro
They-
Punks. Then we got
5 Degree Brock Skill or whatever.
what?
5. I don't know if it's degree or whatever. Brock. BRA.
Quinto Braccio.
Yeah.
Quinto Braccio. No, Braccio means harm. But Quinto Braccio is a part of the jail. I mean, every jail is divided in harms. In Italian, we call it harms. And
So that's the worst one.
yeah, the fifth Braccio is the criminals one.
Terrorist.
Yeah,
and-
sure.
What? SIB?
Yeah.
No, SIB are fucking shit. They don't exist no more. The singer was a fucking cunt, involved in fashion, crazy fucker.
Those only
You couldn't know that because you don't live there, but everybody
only hear
knows.
their
it.
music.
Yeah.
Yeah, we only hear the music. The music sounds cool to me, but
Maybe they're at
it sounds like, you know, if you were to tell by the music, it sounds to me like they might be trendies or something. You know?
Yeah.
Are really into the fashion, but
Anyway, they really existed on that LP. They've never played live, nothing. We're just on a
sort
matter.
of like vice score.
Yeah.
Chronic disorder. or
Yeah, but
something.
she's in love with Becky. Good,
You got the Becky Bond.
good.
They got a new singer.
But
No, they don't exist anymore. I'm sure I've missed, forgot someone, but
yeah. There's
Yeah.
so many, like I could, if I rattle off American
Yeah.
band names, you know, it's just like I'd miss probably millions.
All
of
of
them.
them.
So many.
But you-
What would you say is the main difference, besides maybe politics, the main difference between American bands and Italian bands?
the American bands sometimes seems to play just for joke. Well, for joke is not the right word, but anyway, like it was for rock and roll, you know.
They're not serious about what they're doing. They're doing it just.
Yeah, if they just do it, cause why not?
Don't got nothing else. Nothing else to do.
Yeah. I play a chord. Why not?
Hmm.
You see, well, in Italy, people really believe. I mean, they have to do that.
Well, it's more extreme. It seems like it's more extreme in
Yeah,
Italy.
it's more
I mean,
extreme.
it's like, if you're a punk, it's like, well, here, if you're a punk, it's just like, oh, he's just going through a phase. You know, the people just go, oh, he's just being mindless. But maybe like in Italy, it's like, he's a punk. Ooh, fuck.
Yeah,
You know, stay away from him.
like you come here, something
Yeah,
like that.
it's like equivaling him. You know, he's the equivalent to
dumb.
a terrorist.
Yeah.
More a musical terrorist, if anything. I don't have enough to fit for 3 pages. No big.
What about, did you ask about American bands? What ones?
Oh yeah, what American bands do you like? Or what American bands are like popular in Italy, and which ones
The
do
most
you prefer?
popular, yeah, Black Flag, Dead
Yeah,
Kennedy,
Dead Kennedys.
Code of Honor,
Code of Honor?
MDC.
Code
Really?
of Honor, MDC.
MDC played in Italy, didn't they?
No, never.
No. They were in Europe anyway.
I'm not
You're
sure.
in
Oh yeah,
Italy.
they played in Amsterdam.
Crucifix is in Europe right now.
And I've been told that when they played in London, a lot of skinheads took the shit out of them. and I'm not satisfied. You know, that's not the right thing to do. I mean, I really like that band.
Yeah, they've got that's because their singer's got a skinhead, and he's hanging around. Well, the Dead Kennedys drummer who's black.
Mm.
And, they're walking through, like the East End of London, and a skinhead walking with a guy with, like a Rasta hair
Yeah.
with dreadlocks and that. Doesn't look, right in England, I guess.
Yeah.
In America,
But that's so fucked up.
So, well, continue on about the
Then the Minutemen are a good band. The Meatmen, I really enjoy
I like the Meatmen.
Oh yeah.
Have you heard G.G. Allen and the Scumfucks?
What?
Have you heard G.G. Allen and the Scumfucks?
No.
They're about
Nice.
the Meatmen. They got one song called "Drink, Fight, and Fuck," which is it's on the Meatmen level, and like Hard Candy Cock, and it's right in the Meatmen level. It's pretty funny.
Then I really enjoy the Code of Honor.